Hey guys, it's Kentucky 210 here with Let's Talk episode 3. In this Let's Talk, we're going to discuss how boros humans fared in my Friday Night Magic environment. We'll cover the card of the week and why Cavern of Souls is a big elephant in the room. We'll also discuss some of the top decks in Standard. And also, if you're new to Magic and you're looking for an event deck ready to win the tournament, which event deck you should get and why. All of that and maybe more opinions on Let's Talk. Let's go.
It takes a certain kind of person to get the body working to the level of precision that's needed to be risen to the top. Do you have it? It takes a certain kind of something to keep the heart pumping, something everybody needs to achieve to succeed. You'll need a lot. Do you have it? Do you have it?
Alright guys, and now we're going to be on to the first part of our regular show, which sounds weird, since I've only done 3 episodes, but we'll go with it anyway, because that's how I roll. We're going to go over the card of the week, and this week's card is a card that's available in Standard right now, and a card that was actually brought to my attention with the Let's Talk with Frizz, which, if you haven't seen the video, I'll go ahead and link it in my description. If you're here from Frizz's video, welcome. But the card that I'm talking about is Ghost Quarter. It's a land, like Cavern of Souls is a land. You can tap and add 1 to your mana pool, like Cavern of Souls. The only difference is, while Cavern of Souls does a lot of bullshit, this card says, sacrifice Ghost Quarter. Destroy target Cavern of Souls. Its controller may search his or her library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, and shuffle his or her library. Now, then you may be like, well, doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose of Cavern of Souls? Don't I want to get that colored mana for that creature that I need? And yes, I'll give you that. But with Cavern of Souls gone off of the battlefield, I can counter that spell that you're playing now. Yes, you can have that Melton that you're looking for Inferno Titan. I'll mana leak it. How's the extra mana doing to you, bro? Not too good, right? Ghost Quarter is also pretty sick, because let's say they don't have Cavern of Souls, but they do have a dual land. You play Ghost Quarter first turn, they play a dual land second turn. You pop Ghost Quarter, and you make a choice. Which land is more important to you? And when you give a Magic player that ultimatum, if they're anything like me, 9/10 out of 10, the decision that they're gonna make is gonna be the wrong one, and they're gonna draw all the spells of the different colored lands. So I like Ghost Quarter. I think Wizards did a good job. This is a plant card. I allow a lot of people to accumulate it. A lot of people to get their collections at card shops. So when the Cavern of Souls and these other wacko lands and Ravnica get printed, you have this card that says, I'll destroy that land. I mean, it's pretty good. Pretty good, guys. And let's get off of Ghost Quarter and let's get on to our new Standard environment, which, granted, I'm not 100% sure exactly what it's going to look like at the big tournament level, because I'm recording this video while the Grand Prix Standard tournaments are going on, so it could be entirely different. And if it is, I'll do another Let's Talk about it next week and feature that. But as you all know, last Friday Night Magic, I took Boros Humans, which on MTG Vault, with all the test trials that I did, everything looked nuts. I'm like, this deck's gonna win. I feel good about it. Sat down at the first match, lost. I'm like, okay, I got swept 0-2, but the dude was playing Birthing Pod. I expect to lose the Birthing Pod. Birthing Pod's a good deck, and we'll get on to that later. So I'm like, okay. I sit down in my second match. I see Delver. I'm like, I got Delver. I got this. Got swept by Delver. I'm like, okay, well, I'm 0-2. I have no chance of winning, but I at least want to keep playing with the deck. Next round, lost to Vampires. Red-Black Vampires. The next match after that, I lost to a Mana Bars deck, which, by the way, is pretty sick. Mana Mana bars featured a lot of Vapor Snag, Mana Leaks, Dissipates, bunch of low drop controls, plus mana barbs. So it's actually pretty cool. You're just controlling the whole board, and mana bars is dealing their damage. You have Incinerates, like I'll take 2 damage, deal 3 to you. I'll take 1 damage from my shock, deal 2 to you. Vexing Devil is even sicker if you're gonna add 1 creature in there. The deck's sick. But at the end of the day, I went 0-4 with Boros Humans, and I figured out why. Yes, Boros Human is very good as an aggro deck, but it's not the best aggro deck out there. It's not even a very good aggro deck. So then you're looking at, well, is it good with control? No, it's not a good control deck. It's not good aggro, not good control. Is it good late game? I mean, 4 Sun Titans, maybe. Angel of Glory Rises, maybe. But even then, it's not that good of a late deck. 3 Boros Humans is in the middle. And we have any deck in the middle, it can't win. It's impossible. So would I suggest running Boros Humans at an FNM near you? Make a long story short, no. I would not. But let's get on to the top tier decks that I would recommend running. Very first, before Averson Restored, we had, I would say, 3 top decks. We had Delver, and the blue-white variety. We had Channel Fireball Ramp, Wolf Run Ramp, and we had French Unburial Rites, or Frights, if you will. Coming out of Averson Restored, we have 2 new decks that you should be looking to. We have Nyapod, which is pretty interesting. It's a take on Birthing Pod that I've seen. Green, white, red, which in the new Averson environment, Elish Norn is actually not seeing play in the list, which is quite surprising. If you're running that Birthing Pod, I would take Elish Norn out for Angels of Glory Rise, because you already have Hunt Masters in there. You have the 3 mana white bitch who gets you a golem, and if you Birthing Pod into Angel's Glory, you can get those 2 back and start your Birthing Pod all over again. So I think that's a pretty cool idea. And the second new deck that I saw was actually a deck that I played just yesterday, and that's Blue Red Delver. I am so happy this is now a thing. I'm ecstatic. And the one thing that makes it a good deck is Thunderous Wrath. If you don't know what Thunderous Wrath is 4 and 2 red, instant, you can deal 5 damage, and you're like, Kentucky, that sucks. Why would that make you run Blue Red Delver? It's a miracle card. You miracle it for 1 red. Goblin Grenade is insane in mono red decks right now. And you're getting Goblin Grenade minus the sacrifice of Goblin. Yes, you have to miracle it. But you know what Blue Red Delver has? A lot of mana that's not using. And if you have 3 mana, you tap 2 blue on their end step for Think Twice, and you draw that card, you just dealt 5 damage at their end step. That's insane. Another thing that happened to me, is actually how I won the tournament with the deck. I had Delver on the field. I was able, on my 3rd turn, so I played Island, Delver, Pass. I believe I played Mountain, Stormquirk, another Delver, swinging for 1. He played no creatures. I draw Thunderous Wrath. So this was the turn. I reveal Thunderous Wrath. Both Delvers flip. I pay the red. Deal 5 damage to him. I've dealt 6 already. The Delvers flip, so I automatically get another 6, bringing it to 12, plus the Stormquirk, bringing it to 13. So in 2 turns, I dealt 13 damage to him. That's... Even my opponent had his jaw on the floor. The only play better than that was when someone did to me 3 Vexing Devils, 2 turns. I mean, that's the only more insane play that you're going to get. If y'all want me to, I'll post a list of Red Blue Delver. It's an insane deck. I highly recommend running it. It's not going for that much. And yeah, this is the end of part 1. Well, I'll join you back in part 2.